Occasionally I dabble in some anal fisting. No big deal.
Welcome back, everybody.
Dynamite. Intro, Mrs. Lush. How do you know what I love more than anything else in the world?
Food?
A good old happy ending. I mean, an unexpected ending is what I meant to say. Little twist, little turn. Think one thing's gonna happen and then something else. You know what I'm talking about. Let's take a look at some of those bad boys.
Can you name me a country that starts with A but doesn't end with A? Can you name me a country that starts with A but doesn't end with A?
I missed the intro. Yeah, street interviewers, man. Guy doesn't need to be answering questions like that.
No.
That man, he's just trying to get on his train. Leave him alone.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Get wrecked, little man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's just say the mom already knew it was gonna happen because the towel's down. Like, this kid's on a mission. He's been on a mission all week to fill up his own cup.
The best part is that could be me too. I have a habitual habit. That's a little bit redundant. I have a habitual tendency to do the same thing because when I fill up the Stanley, which I get for using for some reason. You know that I've been using that. I had this on in my main channel video that I did last week. I was like sipping on my Stanley because I'm drinking whiskey, but I'm doing dry January. And everyone in the comments is like, "Oh, Leon, I can't believe you're on the TikTok trend." I'm like, I've been using this for like over a year. It's a great cup. And now just because it like went viral on TikTok, it's not cool anymore. And everyone's so easily influenced by trends on the internet. Get a brain for yourself, you idiots.
Oh, very well functioning.
Works great. 40 ounces of water every day. A little element in there, some electrolytes.
Cold all day.
The point I was trying to make is when I'm filling that up in the fridge water, I get bored. And so like I start looking around and the second I turn my head, my hand goes with it. And I end up just filling the floor with water. And I do it every time. And I'm always like, really pathetic.
People giving you a hard time?
It's stupid, dude.
Listen, just let me know. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Oh, well.
There's nothing wrong with a man
You guys
using a Stanley.
say something. I got my security by my side.
Yeah, 这个西瓜很有弹性。
That just creeped me out. Just the squishiness. That made me jump.
How rotten was that thing?
How is it still so green though?
It's possible that there was like a spot in the back. You can drill in and like use like a whisk to like get in there and mess it around and then patch it up possibly. There's patch it up, but there's definitely like presentations of that type of thing where you take like blended watermelon and put it in like an actual piece of watermelon that you can drink out of.
Yeah, but normally you would cut it, take the insides out and do that.
Or it could just been old and gross.
That's disgusting, dude.
What is going on here?
Oh.
Stop.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Stop. You're just like, what's happening here? And my guy is hanging. Why is he in like a library full of people just...
This is one we're never gonna know the answer to, and I want you to just hurry up and click away, and we're gonna move on to the next one. We're never gonna know.
It reminds me of, there's another video of like a Wim Hof guy, kind of like one of these ice bath breathing technique, kind of like naturalist, where he's just like, he's in like tiny little bike shorts, so you can kind of see his package flopping around, but he's just slapping the piss out of his ball bag like this, like as hard as you can for like, probably, you know, like stimulates natural testosterone release or some other quacky bullshit they come up with to justify their sociopathy, you know. Anyways, what do you think that guy's working with? A long, skinny 7.5, dude, just...
I'm never gonna think about that video ever again.
I'm gonna stay up at night thinking about that video. That was a lot of weight hanging from that thing. Bro hit a... Dude, what?
Oh, what?
How did he stop mid...
No, he definitely hit something. It's not just...
It's like a rock, I guess.
Like, or some kind of like divot.
That's what I mean, but like it's in the racetrack. You'd think that would have been, you know, someone's like, what actually happened though? Like,
the world will never know.
I don't know. There was a, didn't you see the...
Hit what?
Is it gonna fly? Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Holy cow.
That's actually crazy, dude. It flew? Like that that's crazy. Like that's... I just want to see the beginning again. Yeah, no spoiler. And it's long and flat. Like, but that's probably like part of the reason that thing on the back, I have no idea. I'm just spitballing, is probably for dragging specifically, because like spoilers and big things in the back are meant for the airflow to help keep the pressure on the car, because once it starts going so fast, based on the way the air's moving over it, you implement these things so that stuff doesn't happen. But
science.
This is the heaviest song you will ever hear. The heaviest song we have ever written.
I'm about to play the car.
Met a girl and
It's funny because he's probably dead serious because that band is very like typical like pop punk intro and then gets super scream metal. It's kind of that's kind of their thing. Yeah.
So they start. You know them?
Yeah, Falling in Reverse. Right. Yeah, they have a couple of bops actually. I might get for saying that, or there's maybe some big Falling in Reverse fans. I don't really listen to them, but in the few songs I've heard, it's like that, and then it just builds progressively and gets very like anthemic and heavy and crazy sound landscapes at the end, yeah, which I can be a sucker for sometimes. The old ice bucket challenge, hun.
Started right here in Massachusetts. Oh.
Bro,
she's knocked out.
You said it. Out of all the things that you're doing terrible, which is everything, at least your kids are properly secured in child safety seats. You've never been issued a driver's license.
That's kind of hard to believe. I had one when I was in the military. I was
in what state?
New Mexico.
Okay, one of the states to which you have warrants out of.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So when you leave Arizona, if you ever leave, don't drive east because you have a warrant there. Don't drive west to California because you got a warrant there too. Or you're gonna have to go north and commit more crimes in Utah, where then you can accumulate warrants there also.
No, honestly, you're the only officer I've ever known that actually tells them not to go somewhere.
Yeah, don't go there. Wait a second, do you have warrants out of Wyoming too?
No.
Are you sure?
Not that I
Because you seem to leave you're like the Johnny Appleseed of warrants.
Wow.
Like everywhere you go, you're leaving warrants behind so you can find your way back.
So you're not gonna arrest him?
No, he probably does. Now, this is just interesting timing because my team puts these clips together, but I just recently discovered this guy on YouTube.
This police officer?
Yeah, he like runs a YouTube channel. He's a deputy sheriff. That's his whole thing. He does these all like short form clips and he's like got a couple 100,000 subscribers. And he like does arrest people, but he's very like tongue-in-cheeky, like entertaining in the way he talks to people. We could probably do a video of all just clips from him. Some of the ones I've seen, it's like, it's weird. He's like, what would you call it? What's the word for it? Like the Matt Higgins.
What?
His attitude is very, he comes across as very patronizing sometimes. It's funny sometimes, but you're also like, he's kind of just being a in a nice way, which I guess is sometimes just being a cop, but yeah, exactly. But most of the dudes that are on video he's taking care of are like have warrants and are scumbags, so whatever. I think we've seen this. I know I've seen this before. Is he about to get smashed by a snowboarder?
All right, so I've got my trusty stopwatch, and here they come down the hill.
It
looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here comes out. And this... That was a bad idea. At Riverside Park, Rob left.
Come on.
Global News.
So, you know, this guy's really leaving it all in the field.
Yeah.
You okay?
I feel like he did that on purpose for the news station.
You do?
Maybe not. Like, you have to know at this point. You have to know at this point that they're kind of coming at you full speed ahead.
Really,
right?
like you need to scooch over a little bit.
Like he's still talking. Like you know, like you can just sidestep this, right? I don't know. Feels.
You're willing to do a flip like that, though?
Yeah, whatever it was, my man stuck it. That'd be the best newscast of the month for sure. Make dinner at home, dine out, exclusively members only club.
I feel like I've seen this. Oh yes, I have. I have.
What, you've seen it, and what happens? I haven't seen this.
Oh,
yet.
okay. No, this is good. Do you know what the exclusive members only club?
No, I have no idea what that is. It's gonna be something that like she thinks she's cool, but then it's her cooking anyways.
You'll see.
Okay. So those would be
somewhere we enjoy.
Those would be my two choices for you. Somewhere we enjoy on the couch, probably. Costco, let's go. Members only club, got it. Yeah. $1.50 hot dog and a soda, baby.
Yeah.
Will never change in the fat slice of pizza. Love that.
You can get like a whole pizza. They're really cheap. I've never got it yet, but
it's a very economical place to eat.
Every single time I go there are people at those tables eating. Every single time.
You're not getting anything with great macros, but it's, you know what? Your family that needs to eat, get it going, Costco. But part of that is subsidized by the fact that you're paying for a membership there. Yes. So if you're using the store for their value items in bulk, then absolutely utilize the subsidized cafe with $1.50 hot dogs. Or you can just buy a 55 pack of hot dogs for $3 and cook them at home.
Yeah, that's true too. But you know, sometimes after all that shopping, you're a little hungry.
It's true. Just out here watering my...
Thiago.
Or my tree.
Quando você terminar de aguar essa árvore, eu quero falar com você sobre uma coisa que eu vi no seu celular.
Beleza. Já tô aí.
You're done watering your tree.
Thiago, você ainda tá regando essa planta?
Tô acabando, já vou.
That's funny, dude.
It is. It is. Funny. I actually did not expect that.
Yeah, that caught me off guard too. Oh, good times. Well played, Tiago.
Very.
Azusa is a motorcycle rider from Japan that went viral and even became a celebrity for her beautiful and cute look.
Let me guess, she's AI generated.
She got so famous that a Japanese TV station wanted to do a story on her. But after they couldn't get a hold on her, they decided to track her down and personally find her. But when they finally did, they couldn't believe their eyes. Because Azusa was actually a 50-year-old man who was using an
AI app. Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. Not even just men, but there's other influencers that are like generated by teams of tech dudes that are like, you can kind of compile all of the information out there, like what makes people go viral, what makes them successful. Okay, hot girl, these types of posts, blah, blah, blah. And you can grow them to hundreds of thousands of followers, and surprise, it's literally just an algorithm. We're kind of in the inning.
So it's not totally surprising.
No, that's why when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, it's some sort of AI. It's like, that's why they couldn't get a hold of her, blah, blah, blah. At this point, it's still kind of like, haha, cool, whatever. You can create an AI influencer or trick people online. Like, we know that's always been a fun thing, but I still think we're in, the first innings of this technology where right now it's cool and it's like, yeah, it's pretty obvious to tell sometimes, but we're not too many years away from it being very difficult to distinguish. I will have to come up with ways to convince people that we are real eventually.
All right.
Although I think it's good if you kind of had your stake in the moon first, like had a little bit of an audience before AI really took over, you can kind of have some proof of work. Sure. Prove that you're real. If you just crop it up in like 2028, 2030 and you're like a new hot influencer on the rise, yeah, you're probably generated by an algorithm run by some sort of corporate oligarch. I can't wait till I'm old and I'm like telling my grandkids like, I used to be a YouTuber when humans were still YouTubers.
YouTubers were real.
Yeah, YouTubers were human flesh. Neighbors don't believe me, it's a washing machine.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. NSFW washing machine.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
That is ridiculous.
There's no way, dude. There's no way.
I'm so jealous because I really want a top-loading washing machine so bad. I would deal with that over having the front loader.
Yeah, you would deal with that, the rampant sex sounds?
Yes.
Just to have a top loader?
Yep.
That's wild.
I would like for you to meet Phoenix.
Who's Phoenix? The dating show?
Hello, Phoenix.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm excited. My hands are very clammy right now.
Hey, same. We already have so much in common.
I'm sort of an awkward person, but I was like, oh, he seems real receptive to that, so that's good. I'm a former nanny. I write poetry, and sometimes I make anal.
What kind of a nanny?
So that's where the unexpected came from, yeah. All right. Occasionally I dabble in some anal fisting. No big deal.
I mean, who doesn't?
Who says that? He did take that in stride. He's like, oh, so what kind of nanny were you? Immediately trying to change the subject. What is happening?
What? What is this?
I had no idea. What is that, dude? Gets in front of them, twerking on them.
Baby got back.
And then this. That's a pretty impressive move right there. I'm sure that was some sort of like fun little cute all-star thing or whatever.
This truck was towed here because it won't start.
Truck was towed because it won't start. Yeah.
All right, won't start. Well, it looks like you did the invisible gas pedal mod, and push that down.
Okay, I've actually had this happen to me before.
So,
but I figured it out.
I had this happen to me too.
You did?
On my new truck, like a month ago. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like I texted you that day when I said my truck wasn't starting.
Yes.
That was literally what happened. I don't know how. Did something to the front mat and I put it in. I wasn't paying attention.
Same thing.
And it just like turns over and I was like,
I've absolutely had that happen to me because I have those like really thick WeatherTech mats. And you know, when you clean them, you hose them down, you put them back in, and exactly that.
Thankfully, I figured it out, and so did you before taking it to a mechanic.
No, he said it got towed.
Oh, got towed. Oh no, dude. That's funny because I've never had anything like that happen to me before. I was like, what could possibly be wrong? So like, I can't remember how I figured it out, but I probably went down to like,
look.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I'll feather the gas, and then I'm like, well,
you have to hit the brake to start
the gas pedal is under the WeatherTech mat. You know what? We're very smart. I'm so glad we both figured it out.
I'm just glad I figured it out without having to ask for your assistance.
I'm just a little sad that I texted you about it before figuring it out. But it was like, it was a newer truck, so I was like,
you figured it out like 5 seconds after you texted me.
And like, it would have been different if I was like still in that phase of like figuring it out. Maybe hopefully nothing's wrong with it. So I could have been like, oh great, what did I buy? A lemon and it won't start? Just the gas pedal.
I bet you guys didn't expect us to be such geniuses.
I know, yeah. You know, it's funny, when I saw the second that video started, I'm like, oh, this is supposed to be unexpected, but I know exactly what's going on.
I didn't know
because this happened to me like a month ago.
I didn't know until he looked down.
Oh, I knew exactly what was going on. I don't have a Denali, but similar situation.
I do.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, that's crazy. So while these things may have had unexpected endings, this video is going to have an expected ending, which is us saying thanks for watching. We appreciate you being here, and we can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.